look right here. I wanted to do a cut crease, and I wanted to really focus on the contrast between the lid shade and the crease shade. I wanted the crease to be really, really saturated and dark, while I kept the lid nice and bright so that you could really tell that it was a cut crease. I also have sort of hooded, very deep set eyes, so if you struggle with doing cut creases with hooded eyes, things like that, this will work for you. Like most of my tutorials, I skipped all of my base products. I skipped my foundation, concealer, powder, brows, things like that. I do the exact same thing every single time I do my makeup, and so that would get incredibly boring to watch over and over and over again in every single video. So I am planning on doing an entire updated foundation base product routine video. So without any further ado, if you want to see how I got this look, then let's go ahead and get started. All right, so my eyes are already primed. To start off, I am dipping into this shadow by Stillazzi. It's in the shade MS12, and I am just buffing this in my crease as my transition shade, slowly building up the intensity of that shade. Now I'm taking this shade called Curfew. It's from Makeup Geek. It's a beautiful deep purple color, and I'm gonna put that in my crease as well, a little bit tighter in my crease and a little bit more defined. And then I will switch back and forth between the two brushes that I'm using. This is a Wet n Wild crease brush, and the other is an Avon crease brush. One is just a little bit more precise. I'm gonna flip back and forth between those two brushes to blend it out, add more pigment, blend it out, add more pigment, blend it out, back and forth until I get the look that I'm going for. I'm also making sure to take my crease shades a little bit higher than I usually do, because I'm going to cut my crease higher than my natural crease. Now I am taking this concealer by IT Cosmetics. It's their Bye Bye Under Eye Concealer, and I'm using this to cut my crease. And like I said, I'm going to cut it higher than my actual socket of my eye, because I do have somewhat hooded, somewhat deep set eyes. I don't really know how to describe it. When my eye creases, the lid shade will crease into itself, if that makes sense. Because if I were to cut my crease where my natural crease lays, then the two shades would blend into each other and it wouldn't look like a cut crease anymore. Now for my lid shade, I am using this foiled shadow. It's by Makeup Geek. It's called Daydreamer. It's a beautiful light lavender shade. Now I'm just dusting away that fallout. And now I'm taking Curfew once again, also by Makeup Geek, and I'm using a defined sort of angled eyeliner brush, and I'm just going to sort of help cut my crease so that I can really, like I said in the intro, I wanted to focus on the contrast between the lid shade and the crease shade, so I just wanted it to be a little bit darker, a little bit more noticeable. Now I'm taking my Wet n Wild Pride palette, as I always do. I'm taking that white shade to highlight my brow bone. Now I'm just blending out the crease shade so that it blends in with my brow bone highlight. Now I'm taking the shade White Silver. This one is by Coastal Scents, and I'm using that to highlight my inner corners. Now I'm buffing some Curfew on the lower lash line. Now I'm taking this Wet n Wild crease brush, which has a little bit of that Stillazzi shadow left over on it, and I'm gonna use that to buff out my lower lash line. This is Exit by Colourpop, and I'm gonna use this in my waterline. This is gonna really help to open up my eyes and make them look nice and awake. Now for eyeliner, I'm using my NYC liquid eyeliner. I recently heard that this is being discontinued. Can anybody confirm this? Because I'm going to be very upset if they discontinue this. It's my favorite liquid eyeliner of all time. I need to go to the store and buy like 9 of them if they're gonna discontinue it. Why would they do that to me? Why? For mascara, I'm using my Bare Minerals Lash Sensational mascara. This is a nice little sample size I got from Sephora ages ago. That's going on my top lashes as well as my bottom lashes. For lashes, I'm using my Ardell 120 Demi Wispies. I honestly don't love these. This is my first time using these lashes, and I don't like natural looking false lashes. If I want natural looking lashes, I'd rather just use my natural lashes. Moving on to the face, I'm using this Kevyn Aucoin Sculpting Powder. It's in the shade Medium. This is a sample size I got for free from Sephora, and I love it. I'm so bummed that I love it too because the full size is expensive, okay? Really, really, really expensive. And I'm using my Real Techniques contour brush to carve out my cheekbones. I really wanted this to be a strong contour. I'm not bronzing delicately. No, no, no. I want cut cheekbones today. Now I'm using my Physicians Formula Butter Bronzer to bronze up the outer perimeters of my face or on my forehead. You know the drill. Now I'm taking that eyeshadow White Silver by Coastal Scents, and I'm actually using that to highlight my cheekbones so that it ties in nicely with my inner corner highlight. This is a Real Techniques setting brush. I was gonna forego blush today, but you know me, I love my blush, so I decided to go in with my Studio Makeup blush. It's in the shade Sahara. And I'm using my Wet n Wild contour brush, I believe that's what this is. For lips, I'm using my Ofra liquid lipstick. I believe this is in the shade Mocha. And I wanted something a bit more pale, so I'm going to top it off with the Maybelline Color Sensational lipstick in the shade Bare It All. And that completes this look. So that completes this video. I really hope you guys enjoyed it. If you did, please give it a thumbs up. Make sure that you're subscribed so you don't miss any future videos of mine, and I will see you next time. Hello? Hi? Cam?